From Space is a solo and co-op action shooter game for squads of up to 4 players. Developed by Triangle Studios, the game has a planned release date of November 4th, 2022, and currently has a demo available to try out. Though by the time you watch this video, perhaps the full version is out already. It is available on Steam and on the Nintendo Switch and the Google Stadia. In this game, the story isn't the main feature of the game. While there is a cinematic at the beginning, the premise is simple. You and your squad members are going to try to win back Earth from the pink alien invaders, and you can enlist the aid of other friends to help you. What is up, my dwellers of the interwebs? I'm Sorasin and welcome to my channel. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you like my content, and hit that bell icon to stay up to date on all my upcoming videos. And if you're watching this on TapTap.io or on the TapTap app, I hope you consider following my profile as well. You can play as one of 4 squad members. 2 are defensive types, 1 is a damage dealer, and the last is a support. The first squad member is a flame trooper, which is, as you probably guessed it, specializes in the flamethrower weapon. The flame trooper comes with specialist perks: fire resistance, fuel spiller crafter, and incendiary grenade crafter. Fire resistant perk provides you with 20% damage reduction. Fuel spiller crafter will create a fuel spiller after gaining 500 experience points, and incendiary grenade crafter will create an incendiary grenade after gaining 600 experience. The second squad member is called the goalkeeper. Now this one I played the most, mainly because of his specialist weapon, the minigun. The goalkeeper is also a defender type specialist whose specialist perks are hack off, a perk that when you lose your last shield, you will deal double damage for 6 seconds. The second perk is cover shield crafter. After gaining 600 experience points, you can create a cover shield ability. And the third is padded, where you gain an additional shield and take 20% reduced damage from enemy melee attacks. The third squad member, called Shadow Sniper, is the damage dealer. While their damage output may be high, their health is not. And if you're planning to play this solo, I wouldn't recommend playing as them due to their low health pool. The specialist weapon is the sniper rifle, and their 3 perks are the zone, where you enter the zone by hitting multiple enemies with the same bullet. When entering the zone, her weapon stats will keep improving, and the stats will keep improving with each successful shot up to a maximum of 5 times, which I believe will increase your stats up to 20%. Stealthy is your second perk, which basically has your threat reduced by 20%, which is great when you are in a party of friends, but useless if you are solo. And the third perk is Claymore Crafter. You will create a claymore to use after gaining 500 experience. And the fourth squad member, called Combat Engineer, is the support class. His specialist weapon is the auto shotgun, and interestingly, he doesn't have 3 perks like the others. Instead, he has 4 perks available to him. These 4 perks are Uzi Turret Crafter, where he can craft an Uzi turret after gaining 500 experience. Dispenser Crafter, you create a health and ammo dispenser after gaining 600 experience. Repair, where you can repair damaged items, and it has a cooldown of 30 seconds. And finally, the last perk of the Combat Engineer is called Infuser, where he can rig the dispenser to also supply specialist ammo. While you can play from space solo, which is what I did during the demo, I can tell this game is meant to be played with a group of friends. The enemy can swarm you easily, and finding health replenishment can become sparse later on. I originally started the game as the damage dealer class, only to die plenty of times due to her small health pool, so I swapped to the minigun defender class, which was a good decision because not only did the minigun mow down enemies with ease, it also had a large health pool and had many defensive abilities to use. So if you are planning to play this game solo, keep in mind who you want to play as. But thankfully, the game does allow you to change your squad members on the go. You just have to find the vendor that allows you to change your class, and away you go. You don't even need to restart the game. The same goes with adding friends to your game. This can be done on the go by just picking up a phone in-game, and it will open your Steam friend list. Or you can just hit the escape key and select the invite friend option there. There are plenty of bosses for you to find and side quests to do, as well as main quest lines as well. And if there's one thing I can tell you to remember to do, is to save the game, because the game doesn't let you save from the escape menu, and it doesn't have an auto save either. Instead, you need to go to safe zones and save from there by selecting the radio. I must emphasize to remember to do this often, even if it means backtracking a bit to find a safe zone, because if you forget and die to a boss much later in the game, you will go back to where your last save point was at the safe zone, and maybe that was 30 minutes of gameplay ago that could be lost. So please keep that in mind. You also use the standard WASD keys to move around the map, and the mouse cursor will move your aiming and flashlight around. The combat is bright and flashy and full of explosions. You can shoot cars until they explode and mow down countless aliens that you aim at. However, I did find myself losing the aiming reticle when things got pretty hectic, which would cause me to get attacked by enemies because I didn't know where my mouse was anymore. I'm not sure how this could be fixed, perhaps by making the reticle a bit bigger. I'm not sure, or it could just be an issue I'm having personally. However, I absolutely loved the combat in the game. It was so intense, and the boss fights were crazy too. Some of them were really challenging. Unfortunately, I was never able to experience any specialist perks because your first specialist perk unlocks at level 6, and the demo ended when I was around level 5. The graphics are really nice too, bright and cartoony characters while also having a creepy apocalyptic setting with the map environment. The flashlight is really well done in enhancing the experience and wondering what could be around the corner. And the alien designs, while goofy, are very well done. The lighting is gorgeous too, and I'd say that graphics wise, this game is very high quality. Overall, I'd say that from what I experienced of the From Space demo was brilliant. I had never heard of this game before, but now I cannot wait for the game to come out and get the full game myself. The combat is engaging, and I'm sure is even more fun with a full team of friends to play with. I think the only thing I was disappointed with was that there didn't seem to be any jump in and out online gameplay, where you could join someone else's game and help them, or they could come to your game and help you, or even a matchmaking feature so you can play with others instead of just relying on your Steam friend list. The game is challenging as solo and forces you to choose the classes with a higher health pool in order to survive the waves of aliens that come at you. While I do like the ability to swap squad members in the game, it made me see no reason to try the support class or stick with the damage class, since surviving in solo was the higher priority. I'd like to see either more solo friendly features or make it easier to team up with others in the full release when it comes out. But other than that, I think this game is very solid, and I enjoyed my time in the demo a lot. So there you have it. That's my first impression on the demo of From Space. Thank you for watching. I'm Sorasin. Have a fantastic day. Feel free to follow me on all my socials. Links are all in the description and pinned comment below.